The Salt Lake City trailer is finally here. And I am fucking excited. So yeah.
I'm excited. It's what started
We
it
had
all
a
for
whole
me.
moment a week or so ago. So I'm glad to talk about this. So let's just get into
Let's
the
get into it.
What's up, everybody? On this lovely Saturday, I'm here with Jamie. It's time to lean in, bitch, to talk about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake fucking City. I'm excited, clearly. And I just woke up. I haven't had a chance to get the crust out of my eyes. And I rolled over just to do this with Jamie. But Jamie, how you doing on this lovely Saturday?
I am doing amazing. I have been awake for about 2.5 hours. I have coffee. I went and got a haircut just for you. I'm living and thriving. It's a beautiful morning.
You
It's
did
been
all
marred. I have to spend it with you, but it's gonna
I was
it's gonna
gonna say
go
you
up from
did
there.
all those things, and I would not know that you had any rest. I wouldn't know you had any
Wow.
haircut.
Wow.
So you don't look
Wow.
that great.
Okay. I see that. I see.
But we're gonna go in on these girls in Salt Lake City.
Oh.
Of course, Salt Lake City is here, as I mentioned in the preview. We did this. Actually, this was the first show that we did together last year, and it was like we started out just you and I, and then we added a panel. So of course I had to bring you back for this because why not keep that great chemistry that we have? Of course, if you did watch the tail end of the season last year, Antonio and Chad joined us, and they will be here this season too. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Y'all know that we did have a housewife specifically come and tell us that they enjoyed our show. So why not keep the same panel? Why not keep the same energy, especially going into season 2? But yeah, so we're gonna watch, of course, the clips of the trailer. But before we actually do that, me and you did we recapped Beverly Hills 2 weeks ago, and we had a little moment where we thought the trailer was on. So I wanted to just kind of play there very quickly. This is how excited we are to talk about this because I don't think people understand just how excited we are. But this is a clip from a few weeks ago when we first thought we were doing Beverly Hills and we thought the trailer was happening. So. Hold on 1 second. Well, child, I'll find the clip later. The clip, she don't want to work right now. That's all right.
You ain't on that Andy Cohen stuff yet. You can't just kill production. Roll the video. Roll the tape.
Right. I guess not, honey. I ain't got to yet. Let me get a couple. I'm still needing season 1. I ain't needing season 2. But let's get into overall thoughts of the trailer before we play the clips. Before we get into the individual clips, what are your thoughts on the trailer?
I mean, you know, when I texted you saying, "Oh my God, the trailer dropped," like you and
I had just woke up. I was just like,
I think you and we were kind of on the same page. We were like, this is the first franchise in as long as I can remember that right out the gate, the chemistry was phenomenal. There was no, they're trying to gain footing. They're trying to figure each other out. Like these ladies came and did what they had to do. And they had a fantastic first season. So when I saw the trailer for part 2, it was just like, okay, well, one, the budget is better because these ladies are serving some looks. The paychecks have increased a little bit.
Miss Mother Mary.
Baby Miss Mary got a whole new wardrobe. But they look good, and I think that they know what their job is. And they're doing it. Obviously, with everything going on with Jen, that could have just been the driving force. But they didn't even bring that up in the trailer till the end. Like, they had all this other shit that was going on in the trailer. So I'm like, oh, every single person is bringing something this season, and it looks like they understood the assignment just from this little 2.5-minute trailer. So I'm excited.
What I want to say mostly, and I agree with everything you just said, is that I like that in this trailer they gave us just enough. I feel like, when you can tell when the season's going to be a little lackluster, in my opinion, because they give you all of the high points in the trailer. And I feel like, for example, let's use Housewives of Atlanta because I have to. They gave us so much last season in the trailer trying to get us, and it really wasn't that great of a trailer. But a lot of the moments they kind of spoiled because we saw it happen. You know what I'm saying? So we were kind of let down thinking it was going to be a certain way, and it wasn't. In this trailer, it was just enough. And when I say enough, like I felt very happy, very satisfied. I was excited. I got just enough of what I needed. You know what I'm saying? To where I would be like, this is going to be good. Sometimes Bravo, I feel like there was a point where we did not used to know everything that would happen on these shows, but now we know before it comes on because blogs and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm sure that there's going to be a whole lot more that happens while they are, you know what I'm saying, doing it. So I'm excited. And like I said, I finally got that clip now. Let me go ahead and get that clip. I was multitasking over here, but this is just something that was us, child.
To the girls that
this is us. We're watching ourselves.
To me, because she was like, "I hope you." She said, "I hope you don't." Is that Salt Lake City?
Your face. Is that a trailer for Salt Lake?
Is it Salt Lake City trailer?
Did it just? I hear that we're getting a trailer in a couple of weeks because the new season's dropping in September. Is that a trailer?
Salt Lake City.
Hold on.
It's not a trailer. It's not a trailer.
Is this a live?
It's not.
But it isn't a trailer.
Sorry.
We had a
Your face.
My face was like, it's almost.
Hold on now.
It's like, did this bitch just what the? That was us, for Beverly Hills. Of course, if you're watching this, we do Beverly Hills. We're both on that panel, so we do that. But let's get into the extra trailer. We've been talking about 6 minutes on nothing. Let's get into right. Let's talk about what we came to talk about, and that is the trailer. So we're gonna start from the beginning. I broke it down into three different little snippets or whatever over the course of 2 minutes, and let's just break it down the way we should. Okay.
All of you guys tell the truth right now. Bottom line is, Meredith knows a lot of information. You just said it, we all just said it. You want to go here or not? Let's go there.
This season on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Go away, dreams. Someone call the fire department. I need my hype squad.
If you beat it fast, does it make it tough?
That's a good question, Mary.
Trout! I'm ready. Yours is crooked. Yeah, it works the same in the end. Jenni is a little firecracker, okay?
Do you want to be friends with her or not? Yes, Jenni. Then you guys shut the up.
Jenni is throwing down. Did you and Robert Sr. always have separate bedrooms?
Always. Sex, babe. I need it as much as you do.
Okay, so
that was a lot in 25 seconds.
It was a lot. That was only 59 seconds worth of a video. That's just 59 seconds. There's like a whole minute and 40 seconds left. One thing I want to step out from this, bring out from this is that they have a new person. They have Jenni.
Yes.
And she's not a full-time house. She's obviously a friend of the show. But what do you think about Jenni thus far, just in the clip? Because she comes in kind of strong. It seems like, I don't know whose friend she is. She kind of looks just like Jen to me, and I'm not saying that in any kind of way, but it took me a minute. I had to watch it again today to realize that when Heather was talking when she had the dick on her head, that was not Jen, that was Jenni. But go ahead.
Wait, that wasn't Jen that she was talking to?
I thought that was Jenni. See, that's I don't know.
Well, look, so the thing is, Jen Shah is not in blackface anymore, so she's almost unrecognizable.
She's no longer a strong black woman. Thank God.
She's a strong black woman. She has that court case, and she realizes that's not going to help her. She's trying to be as white as possible. Yeah. I like her. Her energy seems like she's going toe to toe with people, which is great. I love that. Yeah. And is Salt Lake City now like the most diverse cast on Bravo?
I guess
they've got Mary, they've got Jen, who's she's where's her family from?
I don't know. Oh, Tongan. She's Tongan.
She's Tongan. And then now Jenni. So I'm like, okay, season 2, y'all got more diversity than
I mean, Beverly Hills is pretty diverse right now. I mean, they're pretty. They have a pretty diverse cast right now. I think so. I mean, with Crystal and Garcelle. So yeah.
And Dorit's help.
Oh. Okay. Yes. Dorit's colored help.
Dorit's colored help. But I like her. I think that she's gonna do, like, obviously just from that clip, she's not pulling any punches. So like, let's see what this girl has. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. And it seems like they're like this scene where they're like out in the middle of nowhere in ice, and she's like, "Don't y'all want to be fucking friends and get over the fuck?" You know what she said? Like, obviously if you look at the scenes in the next few scenes, that's kind of directed towards Meredith and Jen situation. So I'm curious to know whose friend is she. What's her involvement? This is their first friend of the show. They didn't have one last season that was supposed to be Mary, but Mary worked her way into get a snowflake, which I don't really know how as we watch the season, but yes, Jenni is their first friend of the show. And so I'm excited to see her. Like, I always live for when they have, you know what I'm saying, new people in every cast. So from that scene, you know, did you get anything else from this thing? Because go ahead.
I liked it highlighted each one of them having fun. Yeah. Like, because, you know, we live.
They always start out with fun.
Yes, they always start out with fun. And I think what I took from it is Meredith and her husband seem to be in a really, really, really good place. Because we know last season they were on the verge of divorce. And in this little trailer, they're joking around. He's dunking her in the pool. She's laughing. You know, Meredith is kind of that stoic. She doesn't always wear her heart on her sleeve. So to see her laughing and her husband enjoying each other, like I like that because I like them together. And I love Meredith. So that's what I got from there. It looks like they're having fun. Whitney is turning up that little Paris Hilton airhead kind of thing. I love. She knows she's the comedic relief, so she's kind of playing that up. That little bob she got on, that's cute. That's a cute look.
I don't know what Whitney, you say, I don't know what Whitney's storyline is going to be this season specifically, because I mean, I saw in the next scene, we'll talk about it or whatever, but I don't really know like what, because she didn't really have one last. She was kind of like that Sheree bone carrier. And it seems like she kind of has that too, which is in a later scene too. Yeah. So let's move into the next scene. Of course, we can always
she had her dad last season. She had Diane Warren last season.
I didn't want Diane Warren. That was that was Liza Minnelli. No,
I miss her. I hope she's well. I hope she's doing well.
I hope wait, the daddy or
the
her?
Daddy. Oh. The daddy.
Those are nice pronouns. Okay, so let's go ahead into the second clip.
When you go away to college, you'll want to go to church?
Not the Mormon church, no.
I wish I could be who I am and not screw up everybody.
I think we should have more children.
But you know my feeling towards that.
What if we get a sister wife?
I'm pissed.
In this group, there is two sides to a story.
Jen just continued to like tweets about me. She likes to tweet saying, I want Jen to slap Brooks and call him a sissy bitch.
I can't listen to the projecting, deflecting, and lying anymore. I'm trying to defend my vagina.
All the rumors are that Mary is a cult leader.
I'm not God. I worship the God in me.
Is it a cult? Yes. Does she call herself God? Yes.
I can back up everything I say.
You're out of your mind.
You've been charged with wire fraud and money laundering.
Not seeing Ruthie or Omar for 8 years. Do you know how f***ing scared I am?
Can we talk about the hundreds of lives she's ruined?
I need a friend right now.
Hey, I am your friend.
No, I'm not going to talk to her.
You're going to shoot her a text.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay, that was a lot. This is the clip I want to talk about. I don't know where to start, but where should we start? You pick a topic and we go.
Can we talk about
go ahead.
Can we talk about Mary's outfit first? Let's start with the easy stuff. Let's talk about Mary's fucking outfit.
Mother Mary of Joseph. I live for it. It's cute. Like I'm glad that because we saw her posting glam as the season went airing. Yeah. So I'm glad that she is still her gaudy self. But
gaudy, that's the word. Gaudy.
It's still gaudy, but she's kind of it's gaudy, but make it fashion. So I do like it.
She is the Sutton of Salt Lake City. Like none of those pieces would work on anybody else. But for her and her personality, you're like, oh yeah, that's very on brand. That's Mary.
Right.
I'm not mad about it. But girl, there's so many patterns on this outfit.
Okay, so Mary and this cult. What the fuck? Oh. Now this was kind of alluded in the last season. They kind of I don't know where it was mentioned, but now you got people I don't know if he's from the church. I don't know who he was. Basically speaking up, saying that it's a cult. So talking to Lisa. So I think that drives a wedge between her and Lisa. They already kind of remember Mary and Lisa already was a little shaky last season at the reunion. So I don't know. Like, obviously, we're getting a lot of Mary this season, where she will not be, hopefully, not in the shadows as a friend. I'm glad.
Yeah. I think it's juicy gossip. Oh, is it really cool? I think it's a regular ass church. Mary probably is not the most upstanding pastor. But then again, once you get famous, what pastor is? I mean, we got the Joel Osteens and TD Jakes and everybody out here making millions over books and self-help stuff while their congregation poor. We talked about it last year. Mary, you know, there was already allegations of her, you know, stealing money from the church, or the grandma really didn't want her. So I think this is just
only
one
right
more
that there's a cult. Right.
Yeah,
It's only
of
right
course.
that
Why
there's
not?
something else. Right, there's a cult.
What else?
Right. So there's Mary, you know what? There's a lot going on with Mary in general, I want to say, because you know, she had that recent, what was that? What was that came out recently where her name was her son or cousin? Was it a lawsuit or something that she had out?
I didn't see that.
I put it in one of our group chats, but it was like Mary Crosby versus this. It was I should pull it up and find it. But she also had a little spat on Instagram where she called Heather racist, and that was
to your point. Like the trailer didn't show any of that. So
well, that
like
it didn't. So that's why I'm right. Go ahead.
If it's gonna be in like, because you know they do a mid-season trailer coming up for the rest of the season, and she called Heather a racist like right towards the end of filming. So I think they always do this. They show like what's going to happen in the first half, and then they have a part B trailer. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like Jen is not the only driving force. Like Mary's got shit going on. There's interpersonal conflicts. Obviously, friendships have changed. Heather and Jen are back being friends after the last reunion.
I don't know how that happened. I'm just like, Heather, you were doing
Heather was so
well.
Steadfast.
She was such a bitch at the reunion, only to go back. It's just like, if you was gonna, that's why I was like, I think I'm gonna go back and watch the clips, but I feel like I knew that she would give in and go back to being the same Heather that was being used and abused and get punched by Jen. I'm sorry.
If that's what you want to do. But I am happy to see her. One of the things that I did like about Heather is has always been very open about her relationship with the Mormon church and kind of how the divorce had. And so it's interesting to see her daughter talk very openly like, yo, if I am going to continue to be religious, I don't think that I'm going to be Mormon. Like I'm legit thinking of leaving the church. So that's interesting. And, you know, most people, I mean, I don't know how religious your family was, but you don't talk about your relationship with religion. You're just expected to like, just do it because your parents told you to. So I like that Heather isn't shying away from that, and she's allowing her kids to be adults and speak their mind and without fear of like consequences or anything on that. I thought, you know, that's pretty cool. I like her relationship with her girls.
Yeah, but that was last season. I don't really want to hear it again this season. No,
you said I don't like those girls.
I don't mind that, but you know, I need her to find something else to be involved in than them kids. That was clear last season that it was clear that she didn't want her kids to have to be forced to follow the same footsteps as Mormon as her, and it was clear that they didn't want to, because then he have a black boyfriend or something like that. Or did she have what was it that he had a boyfriend or something? It was somebody that came over to the house. I don't know. Basically, it was clear that they were not going to follow tradition, and so I don't want to. I don't care about that this season. What I do. Jen is still at it with Brooks. Brooks is still at it with Jen. I'm gonna say this like, because Brooke is not. How old is Brooke? Is not a child.
No, he's 20, 21, I think.
Meredith's child, and I will say Brooke is annoying, and I should probably be advocating for my LGBTQ plus T whatever sister, but I can't. He is rather annoying, and you know, for him to be the age, I like that Meredith has his back, but he is just. At some point, like, gosh, I don't know. It doesn't help, I don't think people receive Brooks as well as people think. I don't. Me, what do you think?
I mean, we kind of joke about it. We talked about it last that she was the friend of the show, or Ms. Brooks is looking for her snowflake or whatever. I think he's enjoying the drama. Brooks is absolutely enjoying the drama.
But it's about the vagina. And you got Jen talking about I was defending my vagina. I'm like,
that was last year. He ain't never brought up that vagina.
I mean, they did start filming literally very much so after the reunion. So it wasn't, they didn't really have much of a break. They put them back to work really fast. And so
if I was Jen, like Jen is pushing 50. Like I ain't arguing online with a 20-year-old.
But she's
Like,
a Twitter single girl. She goes all on Twitter. Like that's just what she does. She's one of them. She Twitter, and then gets to the reunion and just that's why I can get with Mia from Potomac because Jen has a bad taste in my mouth. Because that's what she did last season. The reunion, she was all me.
I think Jen is lucky that Brooks is a little white gay boy. Because if Brooks had been a black or brown little gay boy, she would already been buried. Embarrassed.
They will
red.
Wore her out.
So Jen better count her days.
I agree. And that was pretty much all from that clip. Let's get into this last clip because this is where shit goes left, honey. Because you made a comment about Brooks saying that you feel like Brooks did something. I agree. I feel like he was involved on it too.
Look,
all right.
Feds know that you were at Beauty Lab.
It looks like you may have had something to do with the fact that Jen was indicted.
All of that, Whitney.
I swear to God, if you have anything to do with the bullshit with charges against me,
Get out of my face. I'm out. I'm disengaging. You're fraudulent.
Who's calling who a fraud? Love you, baby. Bye.
The U.S. Attorney's Office was no joke.
Do we need to add Kim Kardashian to our legal team?
Two things I want to say. Two things. First of all, I don't really see any masks in any of their clips in comparison to what my dog is tiptoeing. Hey, sit down. Tiptoeing around his house like that. I don't really. Huh?
Is it dark in here? It got real dark.
It did get dark, child. You almost my color.
Hold on.
You want to be Jen Shaw so bad.
Look,
he didn't pay the light bill.
It was light outside, and I'm gonna have to mess around and change the look because it got real dark in here.
Jamie did not pay the light bill. He's behind.
Let me turn this off.
What's up? So yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's
okay. What I was saying is, first of all, I don't see any masks. COVID was still at its peak point.
Very much.
And Jen Shaw is all in Meredith's face, spitting all those particles and damn everything. I'm like, girl, get out. I would have been like, first of all, get out of my face.
Get out of my face.
Get out of my fucking face. You see Meredith, she was just like all behind her, like, girl, like it just looked annoying. And I don't know if Jen know, but didn't Jen know that Kim K failed the bar like several times? So
I mean, Jen is the brightest bulb. So
I would not be calling Kim K. Okay, I wouldn't
at all.
I wouldn't be calling her. She's not gonna help get you out, sweetie.
Okay. All of them are reacting the exact way that I thought that they would, except Heather. After the reunion last year, I would have thought Heather would have used this to just completely distance herself. Yeah. But it seems to be that Lisa and her have flipped. Now Lisa is keeping her distance and doesn't want to have anything.
Lisa is taking the Sutton route. Like, I don't want to be around her.
Well, I mean, and it makes sense. Lisa has the tequila brand and a business that she just started with her kids. Like, I need endorsements. I need my clients to trust that I am a
you know how she is about her tequila. You know how she is about her tequila.
Absolutely.
Her so I can definitely see it. Honestly,
absolutely.
So you're right.
I love that Meredith is no longer disengaging. That she is engaging just enough to get some fucking shade in there. That little line of who's calling who a fraud? Love you, sweetie. I was like, oh, bitch. That's
oh yeah. That I'm thinking like to myself, like, girl, you calling somebody a fraud? Are you
exactly
like she said? She's ruining how many people's numbers of lives? Like, girl, you had a whole Ponzi scheme over here. Going on. Like, you have no room to call anybody fraud in this moment, whether it's true or not. In this moment, honey, and it's like you said, Heather. It just makes sense for her and Heather to be friends again because Jen does need somebody in this moment. I know Lisa was her friend, but I always felt like Lisa. I feel like looking at this season now, Lisa always did say, I'm not scared of Jen. You know, not saying that she was a fighter, but I think she always said, like, if it came down to it, like, I would hold her accountable when it got serious. And I think when it's getting serious now, she's like, this is me saying, like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that.
Well, and she did that last season too in Vegas or whatever, when Jen got in Heather's face or Whitney's face. She was like, you went a little too far, and I'm not down with that. We're not doing that. So that's one of the things that I always like Lisa on. Lisa's been a fairly like level-headed, fair person. When your shit stinks, she's gonna tell you that your shit stinks.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that she said, I'm not calling her, I'm not texting her, I'm not picking up this phone. You ain't I'm not going down with this shit.
Do you think that Meredith has something to do with getting her indicted?
Miss Brooks does. I know for a fact Miss Brooks sang like a bird, calling the FBI.
That's a mess. I like that Whitney is just like, it said that you was the child. I was like, okay, Whitney now.
So messy.
She is messy. She is that. She was messy last season, and she was drunk. This time she don't seem that drunk. So I don't know. There are two scenes in the whole trailer I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to when they are in the like middle of nowhere. You know, the first argument about the Brooks thing or whatever. And I'm looking forward to this whole situation at the table with Indictment because I just want to see everybody's reactions. I want to see Mary's reactions. You know, her faces for one. She can't be like, oh my God. You know, I just want to see everybody's reactions and how this goes. And I hope that I don't like you said that she's engaging. She is engaging more, but don't walk off. I guess somebody is in my face, but I would have to just be like, move, bitch.
Not tap it just a little bit.
It's like just you know, this shit just like, hey, get out of my face. But I guess Meredith is not a confrontational person, and in this season she does seem to be in a little more. I'm just ready for, you know, I live for Meredith, I live for Lisa, I live for the whole cast. Only people that I'm not really here for is Jen and I guess really Heather too. She kind of rubbed me the wrong way at the reunion last season too, personally.
I think Heather is kind of, she reminds me a lot of Cynthia. So they're kind of like in the back. They have their little funny moments.
Oh, we did say that. We said that last season. I called her Head. Yes. we had Head last at the reunion, but the rest of the week had Heather.
And that's the way Cynthia is. Every now and then Cynthia will pop up and she'll drag somebody and get her little attitude in, and then she'll go back. But everybody needs somebody like Heather on there who's not engaging so much and not starting shit and not doing that. She plays her role. She plays her role very well. So Jen, oh my God, I love Coach's face when Jen is sitting there crying and he's just like,
I'm glad that he's there. Okay.
Coach is plotting that divorce. No.
Man, he putting on that face. He like, look, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. Okay.
But you know what? This is going to be very interesting. I have not, in all of this shit that Jen has been on, I have I've not seen a single article or anything asking how much Coach knew. But with Tom Girardi, everybody is saying, oh, Erica has to know. Erica's in on it. Everybody's doing that. So I'm not seeing that same energy with Coach. Like, you married this woman, you don't know what she does for a living.
But Coach, I mean, who really knows Coach? Like, I mean, he's not the star of the show.
He's not even the coach. He the water boy, the assistant water boy.
Yeah, it's like no shade, but nobody. I don't want to say nobody cares about Coach, but nobody cares about Coach. He's not, like it's different. You know, people they probably are asking, and he probably is getting subpoenaed and stuff like that about like how much he knew. We're not going to hear about it. Well, no, why? Because he ain't the star.
True. I hope her sons, her two fine ass sons, are doing okay.
You hope they're gonna be okay. The kids.
I hope. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask they are.
Now one of them gets really emotional. You know, the one that got mad when she threw the drinks. He like he was like, "Mom, breathe, Mom."
How
breathe.
Embarrassing.
Very much so.
This looks good. The whole trailer. I have not gotten this excited for a trailer in a minute. And
I was excited for Potomac. When Potomac came out, I was excited.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this is coming on. This is coming on Sundays. They have the Sunday spot right after Potomac. So Sundays is gonna be a lot. Mondays is gonna be busy. I'm already doing Potomac, honey. Now I gotta go to City. It's just gonna be so much drama, but I'm excited for it because that's
you live for it. I
live for it. What is it? A messy queen who loves drama.
Loves drama. You know what I mean? It's keeping the lights on. You're building an empire on.
Not over there because your lights off.
Shut up.
But with that being said, we are going to lean out. We have talked about the trailer. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City airs on September 12th. And I think it's at like 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So it's after Potomac. And I'm excited. Jamie's excited. It's going to be a full panel. Myself, Jamie, Antonio, and Chad. We're going to be talking about it. And there may be a special guest this season based off of last season because the girls were watching us. And because they were watching us, they may be coming on this show. We'll see. We'll see.
The dolls are the dolls.
Watch what is it? Watch what's happening live. Bravo ain't the only show that got guests. I'm just saying. So if you're watching this video, make sure to go under this video and hit the thumbs up to like it because you should. It's a great video. I'm sure you liked it. If you don't like the video, then stay the thumbs up because that's what you should be doing anyway. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all have the rest of y'all good Saturday day. Thank you, Jamie. Thank y'all for watching. And we will see y'all probably when these damn taglines come out. We're gonna talk about that too.
Oh, yeah.
So y'all have a good rest of y'all Saturday, and we'll see y'all later.